Carlton Carpenter, Sunday, May 17, 2026. Carl Carpenter is the twin brother of Christopher Carpenter, who died from cancer in 2006 after exposing toxic airborne asbestos levels at a Lennar construction site in Bayview Hunters Point. Carl is going to describe what it was like after Chris was exposed to radiation.
Well, the symptoms I saw was my brother's cancer came from outside in, meaning that he contracted from wherever he was at the time. They didn't know what he had at first. They thought he had eczema, and he was admitted to the hospital the first time he came across a reaction of what he had inside his body. And they thought it was eczema exposure or something, and they gave him a little cream tube and sent him on his way. As time kept going, he got a little more sicker, and he got reported to another hospital. And they called the hospital, they gave him a little tube of medicine and asked him why did they let him go at the time. And I guess whatever was inside of him wasn't active at the time. They didn't see it. But as time was going on, Chris' skin started deteriorating more. His skin more rashy, and his feet was just about no life at all in it. I finally got a chance to see his feet.
Why didn't you see his feet at first?
He was always hiding to keep his socks on. He didn't want nobody to know what his feet looked like.
What did his feet look like?
Skin was very flaky. It was a dove, pale grayish color, dark nails, toenails. It didn't look like my brother's feet at all.
And you're a twin brother, so you were familiar with his feet.
Absolutely. We look at each other like monkeys every time we see each other. But he came across something that we had to deal with. At the time, when he came to be around me one day, he lowered his shorts and showed me his scrotum down there, and that wasn't normal.
And what did that look like?
His balls were the size of a softball. His penis was enormous, huge, big. This wasn't him. He was scared, and I didn't have the answers for him. And he was sharing a lot of other stuff, and he took his shirt off one day and showed me his back. And his back looked like a map of a swamp. It was just scattered. That was my theory of the way it looked, and I couldn't believe it. I knew something was wrong with my brother at the time.
Did they give him a diagnosis?
Yes, he finally got diagnosed with radiation cancer. He had the T cell. It was like hitting the lottery, the doctors say, the kind of cancer he had. He had the big T cell, so whatever that means, that's like 1 in a million.
Do you have other things that you need to say about this?
Well, as I've been looking at it, I really do believe my brother was murdered due to all of this because he was healthy as an ox.
Do you think it was accidental murder, or do you think it was intentional?
I think it was intentional.
Tell me about that.
Well, Chris had got into it with his supervisor at the time, and some saliva came out of the supervisor's mouth, and Chris took flight, knocked him out. Chris should have been terminated, fired. He'd be here today.
So you think because of this altercation with the boss, they did something to Chris?
Well, his whole intention was to bring Chris back to put him off into the radiation dirt to get back at him for knocking him out. They was trying to say my brother was a noisemaker out there, but he was being right about the dust. They didn't have sprinklers on out there when we was out there. There was a lot of things going on out there. We was told to stay in the trucks while we was out there and never get out the truck. They had a big power pressure, hit the truck real hard every time we went out there to leave. We had to go through this power pressure wash. That was something to see.
Why was it something to see?
When we went out there, we wasn't told. Got the ticket, and when we went out there, we started seeing things. Like people had on certain kind of gear. Some people didn't have on certain kind of gear. The people that was doing our shoots had on all white suits and tape around their hands for their gloves and tapes around their shoes and everything. People that was out there working didn't really have too much of gear on out there.
The white suits sound like hazmat suits.
Well, at the time when Chris initiated that job from YCD,
Young Community Developers,
they was told they're supposed to have masks on out there at all times. A lot of people didn't have masks. Maybe the company did not provide masks. I don't know why, but back to what I know, what Chris told me, what happened the day when he knocked his foreman out. Some saliva came out of his mouth. Chris thought he was getting spit on, and Chris knocked him out. I guess he's supposed to got into the police car The guy didn't press charges. I don't know the story. I wasn't there. I was just listening to my brother after I heard what happened. Chris is supposed to have been terminated. There's no way in the world he's supposed to have been back out there after that. So they brought him back to work. Didn't press no charges. This is just my theory. What happened? I'm
So,
gonna stick by that because I'm a twin and I can feel that.
and so you feel that they retaliated against Chris by bringing him back to this dangerous place,
Absolutely.
and that this was murder.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Chris was also, as Shug said just now, a whistleblower.
Yes, he
So
was.
there would have been other reasons to get rid of him as well.
Absolutely.